This instructional video is to demonstrate how to access the pump and do maintenance on the ULXT onboard pump modules. This applies for the ULXT 10 and below. Not a lot of tools are required. A 5mm hex key and an absorbent cloth or a sponge of some sort. The first step to do is to turn off the input and output valves of the pump that you're planning on accessing. In this case, we're working on the top pump. Just want to make sure both of those are off so that no glycol is lost when you're accessing the pump. In the bottom right corner, you'll see a picture of the clamp that holds the cast to the motor. In this step, we're going to be loosening that nut up counterclockwise until it releases the pump from the cast. We're also going to put this absorbent cloth underneath of it. So simply just start by turning it counterclockwise, and it takes quite a few turns until it gets loose. You'll notice that the pump starts to move around, and you can physically see a little bit of separation starting when you get it loose. While we're loosening this pump, I just wanted to briefly discuss that because the ULXT has dual pumps, we can do this process while the transmitter is on the air, as long as the backup pump is running while you're doing the maintenance. You notice in the video that you can see the pump start to move in there, meaning that it's getting loose. So we're going to keep loosening that, and then we're going to support the pump and pull it off of the plumbing fixture. Noticed a little bit of glycol fell on the rag and a little bit ran out, but not a whole lot. We estimate about a quarter cup of fluid is lost during this process. So I'm just going to take a look here at the top of the pump assembly. The only real part that needs to be maintained is this center impeller section, and to remove it you simply just pull it up out of the motor, and you can swap that out as an individual piece. Here we will, next we'll just demonstrate what it's like to put a new one back in, which would be a whole unit, and it'll slip down in, just like that. You can feel it pull in, and the outer O-ring would need to be replaced when you do this, so it's simply just a remove and replace. And we're going to clean up here a little bit with the rag, but that's really it. That's the whole maintenance to the pump, is just replacing that center section, and to put it back in, we're just going to repeat the process. You just are going to slide it back into the coupler and tighten it back up. And once again, it does take quite a few turns to get this to tighten up, so you just want to be patient. We also want to make sure that that hex key is facing out towards the rear of the transmitter. The orientation of that pump does not, or of that bracket, doesn't matter, but it is definitely easier to maintain when it's pointing out towards the rear of the unit, so that you can get a ratchet on it really easily. So we're just going to keep screwing until it gets tight and you can feel it tighten up. So now that the pump is successfully attached back to the plumbing fixture, we're just going to do a good once over after we turn these valves back on to let the glycol back through, to make sure that there are no leaks in the system. We appreciate your business and for watching this instructional video. If you run into any problems, give us a call at 217-222-8200 or visit our website at www.gatesair.com.